Hello, my dear Capricorn. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between August 16 and August 31st, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at queenofcupstarot@outlook.com. You will find my email in the description box below the video. So I will do a shorter mid-month reading after many requested it, and I will use the Mary L. Tarot by Mary White. So I call the divine with love and light, and I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and I call the six elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Capricorn viewers. So I want my dear Capricorn to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I also want to take the chance to tell you about Mercury moving retrograde in Virgo from August 14. We will have also a solar eclipse and new moon in Leo August 21st. And also Mars will be in Leo. Sun moves from Cancer to Sun moves into Virgo on the August 22nd, and Venus moved from Cancer to Leo on the 26th of August, joining there with Mars. All the slow-going planets are moving retrograde, except from Jupiter, that is moving direct in Libra. So Saturn is moving retrograde in Sagittarius, Uranus is moving retrograde in Pisces, and Pluto is moving retrograde in Capricorn. And for you, Capricorn, the retrograde Pluto is opposing Venus in Cancer until the day after the solar eclipse on the 21st. So that will be a Venus energy combined with Pluto that is about death. And it's retrograde, so it might be that you are going to go deep into relationship behaviors, like what is going on in your relationship, what has been going on in your relationship since like forever, and to deal with it and heal it probably. What more? So for Capricorn, yes, Pluto will also square Jupiter in Libra, and Moon moves through, moves in the 31st of August. Okay, so good. Everything is in order, except from the camera. So I will do this as a mid-month spread with 9 cards. And for the beginning of the month readings, I will do my ordinary with the old deck as long as it holds, because it's starting to get really old. So if you are not liking this, you can come back and watch my beginning of the month reading, okay? Okay. So the first card for you, Capricorn, is Eight of Wands, and Eight of Wands is a big theme, of course, because we have the North Node in Leo, and we have a lot of energy coming in with the eclipse seasons. We will have the full moon in your sign on August 7, so it's like 4 days from now, but this reading is for the later part of August, so I was not bringing this up, but it's a lot of energy moving into Capricorn here. The eclipse season starts with Capricorn, with a partial lunar eclipse in Capricorn opposing Sun and Mars in Leo. So Eight of Wands is usually in other decks, it's more Sagittarius energy. pointing, communicating, directing your energy into one point, getting your goals done. So the eclipse season starts here with Capricorn, and it will move into with the total solar eclipse in Leo. So it will be very interesting times, and your true self wants to come out and play, so let it. Don't try to restrain yourself. Don't go out on a murder spree or something. I'm not meaning that. You should never hurt other people or put your stuff in the way of other people. Keep that, all the shit for yourself, kind of. But to actually become your true self, if you have big deep problems and you become yourself, those problems will heal. So that's the miracle of it all. If you actually acknowledge your shadow, it won't be a shadow anymore, and it won't be in other people's way and hurt other people, because it's not a shadow anymore. It's not unconscious. Whatever you do will become conscious. And Eight of Wands is a very conscious card. It's about conscious communication, clarifying, making room for no misunderstandings. So if you love someone, tell them. If you are angry with someone, tell them, but diplomatically, because you don't want to start a firestorm here, because there's going to be a lot of fire. And warrior kings, like this big, it's Capricorn, it's Leo, it's those big forces going on. Well, now I'm thinking, I made a mistake. The full moon with the partial lunar eclipse will of course be in Aquarius, and the moon will move through your sign the day just before this is happening. So it's always, when I say something that's totally up bunkers, it's usually a message in that. So this is actually crucial days for Capricorn. It's important days. Whatever I said here is still on. This energy will really move your sign and people in your sign. So it's very important. But it will, the moon will move out of Capricorn the day before the big lunar eclipse, of course, or the partial lunar eclipse, sorry. So Eight of Wands, really important. Clarify where you stand in things, with things. Be very clear. Okay, and here you have the Magician. So this energy that you are getting with this lunar eclipse, it will be very profound. You can actually create whatever you want with this energy. You can fulfill your dreams. You have both the Eight of Wands. It's like spiritual energy at your disposal, truth at your disposal, and the Magician. And the Magician can choose to use truth as a good thing or truth as a bad thing. So it's a fine line here, and you are the judge of this. So you can't say, well, you told me to tell the truth and look what happened, because you are in charge here. You have the responsibility to walk that fine line and to be diplomatic and to say what's really the truth, but also in a way that won't hurt other people. For example, I really, really love you, but I don't see a future together with you because of this and this. That would be a good thing if you really love them, and you don't. This is energy that don't want to hide themselves, kind of hide the truth to win over others, or hide the truth to keep them in darkness. No, those things. It will really come back and haunt you. So don't do things like that. The Magician is here in upright position, so it's not likely, but I'm feeling that that's may be a problem with some of you, having too much of blown up an ego, so you know a lot of things, but you don't share because you want to see other people like tormented and becoming dramatic, and maybe showing how much they love you because they are expressing, you are not expressing, and then all the expression come from the other person. And if that might be something that someone have done to you, and now you have learned this from like different angles. Now you have this capacity to do this, but you won't. Instead, you will use it to clarify and to make room for no mistakes, and letting people know exactly who you are for real. And here we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so that was the energy I was picking up on. You see, the Knight of Wands reverse is a player kind of person. It's a player mentality, like a person swooping in at a job, telling like, I will be here for the long haul, I will stay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and the next day they are gone, they found a better work. And it's the same with relationships, or being a parent or things like this. People just swoop in and out, and not being there for people like they have promised. So this is an energy that's going to be seen. It's like the emperor is going to be seen without his clothes. So if you are doing this, if you have been playing people like this, it's time to stop, because they will expose you. And if people have been doing this to you, you will expose them. This game is not going to work anymore. This old power game is off. It's not going to work. People are going to see through and laugh at people that's trying this stupid thing. So if you want to have casual sex, you should have it with other people that wants this, not promising the world to someone and being gone the next day. That's going to kind of destroy your mojo a little bit if you do that. So don't do that. And if you have people you are used to, you might have a pattern with this thing repeating in your life, that people are coming in, promise you everything, and then they see something in the relationship or with you that's making them second guessing, and then they are gone. That might be an energy that's you are going to work through right now, and see clearly why this is happening, why this is a returning energy with you. So Knight of Wands has the energy. It's Sagittarius. They have the energy at their disposal, but they are using it to get things for themselves and to steal energy from others. So actually they are coming out on top like real winners, because they had their own energy intact, and they also stolen yours. But this is not going to work, because people are not going to give their precious jewelry, that is their soul, away for free anymore. If you're thinking about like demons on the crossroads, this is the kind of thing. And I don't say that these people are demons, but it's this, we have this in our folklore, and it's really about this deception, like people stealing your soul. They are stealing your will to live and life dignity, and by messing around with you, manipulating you. It doesn't have to be like a player energy. It can be someone just ruling you, like checking out your behavior and calculating what they need to do or say to keep you intimidated, or keep you in chess, or keep you locked down in maybe a relationship with them even. So it's manipulating energy, and you are going to be the master of it. And then how you use it, if you want to burn your bridges and end up like old and alone, that's up to you. And if you are seeing this and doing something about it in your life, you are calling people that doing this, and not letting them get away with it anymore, or not letting them hurt you anyway, that's a good thing. Okay. So, and here is the now energy, and we have the King of Wands in reverse, so that's worse. The King of Wands in reverse, all this Leo energy stacked up against Capricorn. Well, it's going to be very enlightening. You are going to see who's the friend and who's the foe, and it's not going to be, maybe it's going to be probably what you already knew, but you are going to see it clear as day, and you are going to have to make big sacrifices, like friends that's not really friends, workplaces that's not really a welcoming environment for you, relationship where people are actually just using you and not caring at all about you, just about themselves. Those things are going to be clearly seen and left behind. No one in that has this kind of energy with the Eight of Wands and the Magician will stay in this kind of circumstances, because they are becoming so strong, so full of self-expression, self-respect, self-reliance. So they won't tolerate a stupid situation like this where people are not lifting them up, but actually dragging them down. So people have been getting away with this because other people have been nice and just tolerating and just, okay, so it was probably something wrong with me, and she didn't want to have anything to do with me anymore. And this entity is not thinking that. They are thinking, well, this person is a fraud and they are acting like this. I'm going to tell them straight to their face. Probably not in harsh words, more like, well, this is what I've seen with you and this is what I'm going to do about it. Without you, what was wanted to come out as well. And it's going to be simple. You are not going to feel attached anymore or sad anymore with breaking up with stupid people. It's going to be simple. It wasn't simple before. I know it wasn't simple before, but now you have the strength to do this, to see things clearly and to act upon this in a way that's very rational, very smart, and also full of wisdom in some sense, but it's more cunning wisdom. It's like you have exposed something and you don't feel like in your best mood, but you're anyway going to be in your best behavior because you are going to rise above. It's like this magician walking on water here, creating the flower of life with the power of his palms. It's a doorway, it's a passage. You have mastered some kind of energy. So it's not going to torment you anymore. It's going to actually support you in a very good way. And here we have the Star card. So you are guided, my dear Capricorn, you are guided, and it's like you following a certain road. There's masses of people going the same way as you do, so you're not alone. You're not alone in this waking up and seeing this. So for some of you, you might feel like, well, if I don't stay with him or her, someone else will take him or her. But it seems like they won't, okay? These people acting like this will be ending up alone because the masses is waking up, seeing this stupid action going on, and just they don't want to deal with this anymore. And even if this person or maybe it's a boss at work employing people, they will employ new people, but they won't stay. They will recognize this. And if your lover, ex-lover, maybe they will be your ex-lover, is finding someone else, it's not going to work, okay? They are not going to stay there. So stupid people are going to have to be with stupid people, and nice people are going to heal so they can be with nice people. We have had polarities. The Star card, we have had polarities, like we are yin and yang when we are going down. So if we're really, really beautiful and really nice, like, you know, like a delicate flower, people that's not so nice will come and stomp on that flower when they are going forward on their path, and they won't even notice. And you will think like, how on earth could anyone do like that? And they won't even remember that they did that because that was so insignificant to them. And when you, as this delicate flower, rising up to the occasion, actually being like evolving, getting small feet, being able to step away when someone wants to, you know, step all over you and maybe let them trip even. This is how you have evolved. You have taken in your strength, so you don't have to be like a victim to bully or to people behaving like stupid towards you. It's going to just end because you have evolved. So you have taken in your other side, so you yourself have become whole. And those people that have been stamping all over people, they probably haven't learned so much at all. So they are going to have to be with other people that's like them. And the show is going to continue, and more people are going to graduate from this divine lesson of how to actually take care of each other. And the best teachers are sometimes not the one that just, you know, strokes you and say, well, you do, everything is fine, it's good. It's the one that challenge you and tell you the truth about your behavior. So some Capricorn will have other people telling them their truth about their behavior, calling them. So it's time to really take a good look in the mirror. And most of you will tell other people like, I'm through with this. I'm not going to do this anymore. Good luck with your life. Now I'm going to have a more beautiful one that's not full of drama and deceit and lies and people cheating, being illoyal, just caring for themselves, not having anything to give to others, just stealing their stuff. This is not going to be something I will be a part of anymore. You will rise above, have a life with no drama, become very self-sufficient and cool, and kind of fake it till you make it, because this is the energy you can ride on. So if you just put yourself in that energy, you will just become very like rock solid. And you're guided by the stars here. And this is a gateway, Two of Wands. So Two of Wands is self-control. If you will be able to have self-control and not give yourself away to the enemy this time, you will win. And you will win a big victory. And it will be like sliding doors. You will enter a new timeline. Because we are in this eclipse season. So it will be a new timeline for you when you graduate, when you are being able to say no, thank you. And this is going to put you in a new, it's like we're sometimes going in the same circle over and over. This is called karma. Whenever you are being able to do things like this, evolve like this, you are graduating and you will have a final test, and then you will be able to, you know, go in the next circle, something else. This is a spiral, and it's a spiral of growth. And you are, my friend, in this gateway where you are supposed to graduate. So it won't be so much fun. It might be a little bit deserty environment, because you are going to have to prove that you're sticking to your boundaries, that you have self-control, that you are not giving in to fear or to missing someone. You're going to have to prove that you are being able to walk without a certain someone. And time needs to pass by, because things is going to have to, you know, turn into the right kind of order. So things will be the way that they are supposed to be for you. So there might be like a pause where nothing is really happening, or really like a deserty kind of environment, and you will feel like, oh God, I said no to that. No, now I'm not going to have anything in my life. It's going to be an empty shell of a life, and all my chances is now gone. But it's not true. It's just a time between. A time between where the timelines need to rearrange in the new way that you, as the magician, with all this power, have decided together with the divine. So it will just need time to recalculate, like a little bit of slow-going computer, because the planets is moving fairly slow, especially the big ones. That's about big destiny and things like this. So they are going to turn into your favor to what you have decided. And the energy will be right one day, and you will be let loose from this time of stillness, this time of no talking, no dating, no new job, no nothing. It will be like a time like that, and you will feel like you sacrifice things for nothing. But it's not true. It's just you proving that you have self-control, and that you are not settling for second best or something stupid, or being codependent or anything like that. It's a test. So prove yourself worthy of this test. And of course, this might be someone doing this to you. And if you are the King of Wands or the King of Knight of Wands energy, just cave, just say, okay, so I did something stupid, and I tried to steal your mojo, and to just not take responsibility in this situation. But from now on, I'm going to take responsibility. I'm going to change, because this is the only way that you will get access to this beautiful situation. In other case, you will be left in darkness with other people acting egocentric in this way. But it's probably not you. People that's like this, they usually don't look at tarot readings. Or not searching their soul at all. They are happy because they are a little bit spoiled, but by people that's more unconditional with their love. So they don't have a problem. You have the problem. You own the problem, because you have enabled this to happen, because you haven't had boundaries. Okay, so future for my dear Capricorn. Chariot upside down. So okay, yes, it will continue a little bit like this. No moving forward. People like this King of Wands a person that you thought were your soulmate maybe, or a situation where you thought that this will be where you will end your days, is not working, and this person is maybe going to give you the silent treatment, or move away from you, or try to punish you in the old ways that they knew worked. They will try to intimidate you with, you see, okay, so then I'm leaving. If you don't give me what I want, I leave you. And there will be plenty others for me, this person will say. And you will just say, well, bye-bye. Go on your road. I will not be a part of it. Stand your ground. Let people leave that needs to leave. Sacrifice this. And we're also going into a Mercury retrograde, so traveling might be like an issue during this time. So if you are thinking of traveling, or you have important communication, see to that you have enough time, that you are not stressed and you are not in a hurry, because there will be delays, there will be things not moving accordingly with your plans. But it's not something, this is not bad for you, it's just a test. If you will be able to wave those situations bye-bye with this self-control kind of thing. And it will be like, for some of you, it will be like losing an arm or getting your heart ripped out, because you really love this person, but they can't love you back in the way that you need to. So you need to let them go and learn whatever they need to learn, and then they can come back to you, maybe another lifetime, because this will take time. It will take time. Both those cards telling that it will take time. So you can't expect miracles that the person will change within a week. This is something that has gone on for eons, like at least 12,000 years. You can't expect it to change overnight and fall into your favor, but you can expect to find like other people that's nice like you will also have detached from their bad situation in the same time paradigm where you did this. So there will be a lot of nice singles out there that's yours for the taking, because if you have healed yourself enough so you don't need to marry your shadow anymore, you will actually be able to get into a relationship with someone that's more healthy. And if you are not, don't be sad about that. You might still need to say no to certain people. You might have like a mission to say no to, 10 people that's acting stupid before you will meet your certain someone. So everything will happen in the exact right divine timing. Don't rush things. Trust this process that it will end up good for you. If you are doing good, if you're trying your best, if you are being the best version of yourself, you are being so supported by the divine. You have the star card centered. So it will really be a really good time for you, but just do the test. It might be that you need certain experience as well, that you need to go the loops, even if you broke up with your antagonist here. You might need to meet a few more and do the same thing, just so the divine know that you have self-control, so you're ready for the next step. They need to know. The planets are kind of a little bit like gods, and they want to know that you are ready. You have both Knight of Wands and King of Wands. So for some of you, you might have had two love interest, and you are going to lose both because both are stupid. Okay, so it might be like that as well. And here we have the Fool. So that will be your new beginning. And you see it's the Magician, the Star card, and then the Fool. So 1, 17, and then 0. So you will start out something here. But since probably you will have to, break it off with a lot of people, you can't continue that work together with those people. So there's need to be new soul contracts being made. And that is taking time, and you might need to let time pass by. So your new person or your new circumstance will be free for you for the taking. Like a certain company might need to come to a certain development state where they actually need to hire people so they can hire you. Or another person might have they might be even nicer than you and have a little bit bigger problems with letting loose of their person that have been exploiting them in some way. So they might stay for another year or so, and you need to have the stamina to wait for this divine timing to happen, for them to also be able to be free. And then synchronicity will just work at your favor. They will probably fall on the hood of your car, or you will meet them at the grocery store or wherever, but they will be there for you. So don't rush things. Be okay with it, and practice in the meantime, and like date a lot of people, because that might be how you will meet this new someone as well, new soulmate. It will, you need more happiness, so go out and do happy things and deal with stupid people in the same time, so you will teach them what you now have learned yourself. So putting people on the right place, like telling them no, will be a good thing. It will be like you doing charity work. So do this. Go out and be around people and help them to know what you have now learned. So the Fool is a new situation, new beginning, you being like full of life, full of energy, being so supported by the divine. It's like you're fresh out of heaven here, fresh with new, fresh energy, new, fresh horizons. Maybe you, even if you broke up with someone or left some work situation or family situation, I think you won't even be especially sad. It will feel not maybe like a relief, but you will feel like there's something better waiting for you, so you won't be anxious. And then we have a King of Swords. So King of Wands, King of Swords in reverse, both of them. They are very masculine, both those kings. It's the fire and air suit, so they are a little bit like warriors and ruling kings. So it's authority. I think you are not being bound down by the old authority. People that scared you or intimidate you in the past won't intimidate you in the future. You won't. It's like what we see in the Oracle of Visions when they talk about the devil. They say one day you will find out that the devil is just a man in a funny hat. This will be how it will be for you. People that before had like utter control over you, or could make you feel really intimidated, or make you crawl on your knees to beg for their mercy or their love, they won't have this power over you. It's over. So you will meet more stupid people. It's what I see. And you will help them to become less stupid. You will help them to let loose of control. This person is having a lot of control. He's like a ninja and a samurai and everything in the same package. He's very quick like this, and he's used to have everything in control. And if he would stumble and fall, that will take him years to overcome that lack of dignity. So you see, this is, oh, it's so much control. And here comes this, there's no control. So it might be that it's things within you where you need to let go of control as well. Maybe you need to, have a little fun. If you have been played, maybe you need to go out and play the players a little bit. Be like, play with this energy. Don't take it so serious. The devil with the funny hat. Don't take them serious. Don't take their game serious. Don't be dragged down by it. Just play with energy, and teach people one thing or two while you're at it. Okay. So I will take a card for your past, what it is that you're leaving behind, with the Druid Craft Tarot. It's by Philip and Stephanie Cargon, illustrated by Will Worthington. And this is for the past for Capricorn, the significant thing or situation that you are leaving behind. And those cards here, they are very slippery and silky, very soft cards, they're very heavy. So they are not like easily to jump. I have seen this, so they are taking their time. But it's going to be better as they getting older and roughing up a little bit. So, okay, the Hangman. You have been waiting for something, maybe waiting for someone to take the next step in a relationship, to get the promotion, or for your family to finally realize that you are a grown-up person and that you're actually an asset and not a little child anymore. And nothing of that probably happened. So it's always like that you, it's you that have the responsibility to give yourself justice in the world. We have 11 justice, 12 the Hangman, and 13 death. So you're going through a really a big process here where you are sacrificing something. You were waiting for a harvest with someone, but now you're kind of realizing that this will never happen, that you need to change situation totally, because this situation that you were in, or these people that you were there with, they also need to mature. You have been doing all the maturing, all the soul searching, all the spiritual work, so they are a little bit behind in the schedule, and to catch up with you, you need to let those situations go, so they can come to a place where you are at now. So maybe there will be a reunion for some of you in the future, but for many of you, you will have to let them go, maybe for, you know, a whole lifetime before you can reconnect with a certain someone, maybe several lifetimes, but for some it will be just a short amount of time. Yeah, we have the wheel here behind as well. Yes, okay, so it might be a circle, but they still need to be, you know, let into a more teaching situation, so they can hang like this, like you have been doing the last years, and just waiting for them to come around and take responsibility, and they didn't. But they might learn a thing or two, and then they will circle back to you. So if you are scared of losing something, just let it go. If it's yours, it will come back. It will come back to you. So that was for your past, and this is for your future, my dear Capricorn. And this is from Oracle of Visions by Cyril Marchetti. And a vision for Capricorn for the future, what you have to look forward to. Okay, calculating. It's a monkey, and it's evolution. So we have been in a certain state of evolution where we have calculated everything, and we thought we were so smart, but we were merely monkeys with computers. When we are looking back, we are going to feel like, oh God, we were so stupid. But we were not. It's just the state of consciousness that we are currently in, and it's nothing that you can do really about it. You are going to have to deal with this. You being over-controlling, over-organized, want people to act in a certain pattern or way. Maybe you are a little bit too judgmental. Actually, you're just going to have to relax and be more fluid, because this have take you this far, but it won't take you into the future. It's an energy that you will have to deal with, because the King of Swords is upside down. For some of you, you might bring new juice into different science. The science might have gotten a little dry and a little like it's not fluid anymore, and there will come new sparkles of ways of seeing things that will spice up this process with human science as well. So we will have the ability to evolve, and also I think I'm seeing bigger things with you, Capricorn, that you might help with energy industry and the change of from oil fuels to other like Tesla kind of energies. So there's big things for you in the future, Capricorn. You need to leave the old behind, and also the old way, this restricted way of thinking that's not working out for you. You are going to have to think outside the box to step into your new future, because it's something that you have never seen before. Your future, even if it's a love affair or whatever situation it is, it's something you have never seen before. So you need to start to envision it. You need to think outside the box. What do you really want to have? How do you really want to live? In what kind of future? What is it that you really love? What would make you relax? What kind of environment? What kind of job do you want to have? Like work a lot, or do you want to live a lot? You need to decide and think outside the box. Okay. So my dear Capricorn, new exciting times on the horizon, where you are having the opportunity to actually change the world if you are up for it, in your relationship, but also in the big scenes, the big worldly scenes. So thank you, Capricorn, for joining me on this spiritual journey, and I'm really grateful if you would return and watch my September videos. Okay, so take really good care, and bye bye.